everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Crypto City. It's another electrifying night in the metaverse. And I got to say, this space, this movement, this community, it's something really special. But I won't lie, there's a lot of buzz going around right now. Some folks are out here whispering, worried, saying that the metaverse is fading away. And I hear it and I see the posts, and yeah, there's shifts that are happening, but platforms are changing, companies are making moves. But listen, this space isn't just about corporations and businesses. It's about us, the creatives, the avatars, the builders, the innovators, the ones who turn the pixels into passion and the avatars into family. As long as we keep showing up, supporting each other and pushing forward, the metaverse isn't going anywhere. We built this and we'll keep building. And we've built not just structures in here, but we've built community. For those of us who were involved in alt space, we talk about it all the time, even though it's been gone for so long. We're coming up on a 2-year anniversary and nobody's forgotten about it. So everything that's going on here in the metaverse right now, to shut that down would be so incredibly detrimental. If anything, they're going to start probably imposing more charges and, increasing what you have to do to stay in the metaverse. And I can't see most of us walking away from that. Most of us have really firmly planted our feet here and have a lot of things that we have going on in here, between businesses that have merged into here, events that people are holding, and just passions that people are pursuing. So don't worry about the rumors that are floating around. Wait until, something happens before you stress. Just enjoy every day. Keep bringing in your hard work and your passion and enjoy the space. So speaking of real world moves, it's tax time again, and tax season is here, which means that if you've been cashing out your crypto and making profits, Uncle Sam is watching. So if you're in the U.S., remember that you don't want to get caught slipping. You have to pay taxes on profits in the U.S. So Barra Financial, who's led by our one and only G Deuce, who is here in the metaverse and one of our sponsors, she's here to help you navigate some of that crypto tax wars that you might be dealing with. And whether you're staking, trading, or flipping digital assets, make sure you handle your business right. And tap into Barra Financial to get the right information before the IRS comes knocking. She also offers lots of other services such as grant writing and credit repair. So definitely talk to her if you're in need of any of those services. And for all of the music lovers out there, you want to mark your calendars, because DJ Marcus J, another one of our sponsors, is bringing us something major. The Metaverse Music Conference is coming up February 25th through the 28th. And trust me, this is a game changer. It's not about beats and performances. It's about networking, learning, and expanding culture. If you're an artist, producer, DJ, or just someone who loves music, you need to be there. So stay tuned for more details. Check them out on IG. Talk to DJ Marcus if you're not sure what's going on and you want to, see if there's any way that maybe you can still be part of it or at least attend it. Definitely talk to him or talk to one of us here at the show. And we're taking music in the metaverse to the next level with this. It's pretty amazing the things that people are getting invested in here. And artists is definitely something that have been brought to the top of the stage right now. And of course, none of the stuff that we're doing in here would be possible without the support of our community and of our sponsors. And DJ Marcus, we just mentioned, he's always in here with the vibe and the beats, but he's also doing other things. He's building community, building worlds, networking. Kipp VR, who built this world and also one of our sponsors, pushing innovation and keeping virtual reality fresh. He's actually going to be our guest tonight, and he's going to be talking all about streaming and recording here in the metaverse. We get the virtual fitness group led by Fuchsia. She's pushing fitness to another limit in here and bringing people together for physical fitness, for, engaging together to get themselves healthier and to enjoy the fitness stuff here in VR. Second Life Rich of Hume AI and Lux VR, he's leading the way in AI and luxury virtual experiences. He's also doing lots of training. So, if you're not in one of his groups right now and you want to learn about AI or any of the virtual stuff, hook up with Rich. And if you need any of these people's information, please reach out to me. I will connect you. We have Boss Leo of the Diamond Resilience, who is inspiring people, mentoring people, and creating networking events for people. Sato VR, who's bringing the heat with his next level creativity, doing digital graphic novels that are, based here in virtual reality. We talked about Bara Financial and the services she can offer you with G-Deuce. Venue GPS, who's not with us right now because he's been out on the road touring to bring his app to everyone across the country. And he has a special section in there just for the metaverse so people can find each other. And we got Cyber Shay, the cyber socialite in here, learning everything she can learn and bringing people new experiences, connecting people. She's a great liaison across platforms. And then we have Tinker Love 1980, who's of the Zen Royals and of Sisters for Sisters. She represents sisterhood and empowerment in the metaverse and also helps a lot of the music artists get on track. She helps a lot of people who are looking to, navigate their business goals, find the right way, and inspiring people to do more within here. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for holding us down here in Crypto City and helping us push forward, keep innovating, and keep showing the world why this space is ours. So now we are going to get into tonight's episode with Kipp VR. So please, Kipp, join us here on stage. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stage that you created.
I know,
Please grab a seat.
Okay.
I was thinking about how funny that must be to actually come out here and, you've been a guest on here before, but since you built this, you get to watch it actually function and make sure everything is functioning properly.
Yo, I know, right? See, it's different with the sampler. I never get a chance to actually be in the audience to, just see how everyone enjoys the world and interacts with the world. But over here, so I get a chance to sit back, watch the show happen, and I'm good.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate everything that you do for this world here to help us grow and, all the special things that you do behind the scenes that people aren't aware of, including the amazing courtyard that you built out there for us this year, which stay tuned because we decided today we are holding a technology networking event during our off season in the summer out there in the courtyard. So
oh, that'd be nice. Okay, then.
Definitely be hitting you up to be one of the speakers then. Mm-hmm. Notice how I just slid that right in there. So let's talk about you first before we get into the training. I mean, you're doing so many things in here. You're building worlds, building avatars. You're a Patreon owner. You're a nightclub manager. You're doing all these different things and you're experiencing, managing, and promoting VR events in here. So tell us a little bit about what you do so the audience knows, and then we'll kind of delve into how streaming interacts with that.
Well, as you stated, I am doing a lot of different things, and here got my hand in a lot of different little ventures and stuff. I build worlds, have a lot of clients and I'm building worlds for. And now, true enough, when it comes to the avatars, I do create avatars, but I don't do it as much as I do the building. You know what I'm saying? I used to think that there was a lot that went into building worlds until I started creating avatars. And I was like, it's definitely a lot. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then I'll do an avatar, or I'll help edit one or upload one. But besides that, also we have, as you know, we have Sky Song in here. So Sky Song is it's an adult nightclub here in the metaverse where you can go and enjoy some digital drinks, hang out with your friends and stuff. See a lot of our dancers that are full body tracking dancers, in which they also, some of them are streamers as well. You know what I'm saying? So plays a big part. So yeah, that's just some of the things that I'm doing. Also, I network a lot with DJ Marcus J. You know what I'm saying, with Mr. Block Party Radio for the music conference that's coming up, for New Year's Eve that we just did, for a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So yes, him, Dub, and myself, we got a little collective going on called the DSA, which stands for Digital Soul Architects. You know what I'm saying? So we're in here.
Okay. So yeah, you're showing up for a lot of different things. Now you mentioned the nightclub. So obviously, there's a lot of moving parts to that. It's working and functioning just like a nightclub in real life. So part of that is entertainment. And with the entertainment, if you have a DJ playing in the background, things like that, you need to stream in the music and the videos. So talk to us about like how critical is that working properly to the night's entertainment?
Well, okay, so as you know, with your nightclubs, it's pretty much twofold when it comes to the music. Well, it can be threefold. However, in Horizon Worlds, you can bring in a bot. You can put the bot on the amplified zone and it's amplified throughout the world. Or if you don't have a DJ or a bot, you can go to your music player. Well, the music player in the world put in like maybe a YouTube link or something, you know what I'm saying, and then stream a playlist. And then the third is, bringing in that DJ live, so the DJ will plug in their link. And once you plug in their link, then they're streaming live. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of just them being able to stream that image to you. They have to set up streaming software. You know what I'm saying? If they set up streaming software, then they have to go through other sites to get things such as streaming links and stream keys in order to stream all of that. So it's just it may seem like once we get into training that it could be a lot, but once you get down some of the simple techniques, it's just pointing and clicking.
Okay. So, we're going to go through some of that in a little bit here. But, we take it for granted because we're over here in VR chat, and most of the worlds that are in here, not all, but like a lot of them have the capability, if nothing else, to at least stream YouTube. And, many of them have the YouTube search player. A lot of them have Pro TV now. And now, we use VRCDN in here. And there's a lot of different options when you're over here. Everybody who's watching these slides right now, these are being streamed in by Blue. There's all different, reasons to be using streaming, whether you're watching a movie like at Popcorn Palace, if you're streaming in music like at your nightclub, the slides here. And then there's the opposite side of that. People want to record. And a lot of times you can record with your bot, which is basically having a secondary avatar that comes in and is on PC and actually records what's happening in the area around it. So the eyes are actually functioning like a camera and recording what's going on here. So both of those are essential to successful events or successful experiences here in the metaverse. And, not if you're just world topping or playing a game, that's great. But for other things, those are necessary. So talk about how, places like Horizon, where they're not giving those capabilities just yet, even though they technically have them. How is that detrimental to having an event over there or having like a version of your club over there?
All right, so and I do apologize for my background. You know what I'm saying? I have my kids and my wife, so if you hear her getting ready to choke one of them out, please, you know what I'm saying? Don't call the people. Okay,
DCF, don't listen.
You know what I'm saying? It's not what you think. This is not what you think. Okay, so let's take the sampler, for example. A lot of you that's here in the audience with us today have been with us since the sampler got started. We're able to stream, the music and the visuals right on the screen. Once AltSpace closed, we wanted to come to Horizon Worlds, but we could not even consider it a possibility. Even, when it came to the visuals, it was like, well, what if we just set up a bot, you know what I'm saying, and play the music and stuff like that? And it was like, it's still not the same. It's like we would definitely be taking a couple of steps back than stepping forward. So when it comes to over in Horizon Worlds, I've seen builders in Horizon Worlds create some phenomenal looking worlds. I'm talking about and it makes you think about the future capabilities over there as well. So I know that these things that they probably will get in time, you know what I'm saying? But right now, in order for a lot of event coordinators and world builders to truly put a lot of their people immersed in some of these environments, those visuals are necessary. You know what I'm saying, with the video playing and being able to stream. You know, so it's definitely necessary. When I went to MetaConnect, I think it was MetaConnect last year, and they had the 3D screen out there. You know, we're all looking like, yo, they and to make it
so
worse,
the technology exists.
it wasn't even a 2D screen. They had a 3D screen in there.
Right, I remember,
which was like pouring gasoline on the fire, man. So yeah, they definitely can do it, you know, and they need it, and they really do need it.
And we've talked about wanting to do Crypto City over there, and we can't because we can't stream anything in, you know, and nobody wants to just sit there and watch two people on a stage doing nothing, you know. I mean, like that, It needs to be more interactive.
And remember, before Altspace closed, you wasn't talking to a bunch of Altspacers about coming to VR chat. We could have, at the time, true enough, some of us was coming over here to, like, you know, play a couple of games and stuff like that. But we could have cared less for it because we had all of this different technology over on Altspace. And I would think it would be the same with Horizon. You have a lot of people over there on Horizon that they don't want to come to VR chat just to have these capabilities. Why Meta cannot give them the tools that they need over there to make those environments more immersive? They already got the building to do it. Yo, some of them worlds over there is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they need some of them screens. They need them screens, City. They need the stream, City.
I know. I hear you, because other platforms do have it. You've got Banter, you've got Cluster, you've got ones with you can stream on. So I mean, everybody is moving forward in that direction. So now the hard part is you have this technology, you're using this technology, and then things go wrong. Like, for example, Wi-Fi cuts out, your laptop shuts down while you're in the middle of a stream, you know, different things like that. Talk about some of the challenges that you face with, you know, streaming and having something go wrong.
Oh my goodness. So one thing about with the streaming, right? I'm changing out my right side battery too. Give me one moment. So one thing with the streaming is that I remember in one season of the sampler, I wasn't running the slide, the Canva, and a lady was running it, and she had her laptop it's not what you would call a great laptop, Wi-Fi wasn't that good, it was connected to Wi-Fi, so they're having that dedicated connection. So with the streaming, the lag was horrible. Now normally we get like maybe, well, when I'm doing it, it's probably like maybe 5 to 8 seconds of lag. But when they was running it, it was like maybe close to like 15 seconds. And 15 seconds, that's a lot when you're just sitting around waiting. And so you got to fill in the gaps. You know what I'm saying? So that plays a big portion of it. You want to make sure that you have your settings right, inside of your software. Because true enough, I am not too much into bit rate and all of that stuff, but what I do know is when you have a bad connection, you want to have a lower bit rate, because the higher it is trying to stream all of that, and you're losing a lot of packets that's being packets that's being sent. So
Okay. So, there's definitely positives and negatives, as always, when we do anything in here. I mean, technology is what technology is, but the capabilities that we have are pretty amazing. And, it's definitely, we've been able to accomplish some really great things. I mean, we got the Metaverse Music Conference coming up. There's going to be slides up on the wall there. There's a lot of different things that, we use the streaming for, and even people who are just having, a fun night in a chill world here are going to have, playlists going on the YouTube player and stuff. So it's for everyone. It's not just for businesses. It's for everyone. So
that's the thing, though. And I don't mean to cut you off there, City, but that's the thing. When you're in some worlds and you drop in just a YouTube link, that YouTube link is going to play, guaranteed, because it's being streamed. It's being sent directly from a dedicated server.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming directly to you, as opposed to when you're streaming. You know what I'm saying? You're uploading your live information to a server, then it's being translated
The
through
relay.
this, and then being sent over there to you. And so so when you're sitting there like streaming a movie or something, you could have like 80 of your friends or something, and two of y'all may be ahead at this spot in the movie, and the other two people or the third person might be a little bit behind or a little bit forward. So, that syncing is another issue that hopefully in time will get worked out with these platforms.
Which has definitely been an issue for musicians in here, because they're unable to play their music through the streaming and sing with it because they can't sync up the avatar with the actual stream itself. And that's been difficult. So, I mean, there's ways to work around it, but still, it's something that if they could fix, it would enhance the experience greatly.
Oh yes, definitely. By working around a lot of my FBT dancers and stuff, I've noticed that they use a software called Voicemeeter. And we've been thinking of some ways to where if you have a computer and you're trying to perform live in the metaverse, we're thinking of a way that this is definitely a possibility of hooking up your mic to your computer and then routing everything through Voicemeeter while you're in an amplified zone. That way your music is there, your voice is there, and it's all being streamed and everybody can hear it in its full glory, as opposed to you just, lip singing while your music's in the background.
Absolutely. No more Milli Vanilli. But it's funny because we actually use Voicemeeter when we're doing that hip hop joint that we produce for Mr. Block Party Radio. So we do that show. It's on Fridays with Kawan Kempachi. And basically we are using in the background Voicemeter along with streaming in the music from Tidal, and then Blue is streaming in slides. And, we are all the things are interconnected all at once, but we are doing it through VRCDN. So we have all this different technology that's integrating in one world to make all these things happen.
Nice. The RCDN is nice. We'll get into that. We'll get into it.
Well, let's jump into it now, actually. So let's talk about the training that you're going to do. Tell us what we should expect today from this training.
All right. So with this training, we're going to put you on to getting registered with VRCDN, and then also being able to set up a capture software and streaming software called Prism Live. Now, a lot of you may be used to OBS. Prism Live it's built damn near the same way as OBS. The only difference is you can stream to multiple channels at once. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to set up one for IG, set up one for VRCDN, set up one for Twitch, you can stream down all these different lines, all these different lanes at one time.
That's amazing, and definitely makes it more valuable. So let's start with the VRCDN. We're going to put up a few slides for this one so that you can kind of walk us through what we do, what it is that we're doing, and talk about a little bit about the Patreon advantage with that as well.
Okay. All right. Well, let's head on through.
And this is what we talk about with lag. There you go.
So with VRCDN, right? VRCDN is a low latency streaming service that is offered through a third party company. You can go to their Discord. They have amazing people on their Discord that is always available to help you with like little issues that you have, things of that nature. It offers, like it says on the slide, low latency streaming. When you connect to VRCDN, it's almost instantaneous on PC, and with Quest, it's maybe 3 to 5 seconds that it takes before you see the screen. So it's damn near just quick. Now, when we first came over here, we used to use, and shout out to Chris NYC, because Chris NYC is who put us on to the Topaz player first. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is about the Topaz player, we wasn't able to put links directly in it, you know, and so once we found out about VRCDN and a couple of players that worked with it, it was great. So you want to come over here and you want to join their Patreon in order to sign up for their service. They have a couple of different tiers that's available, but the one that's most popular with people is the $3 Patreon and the $7 Patreon. The $7 Patreon gets you like access to be able to upload videos on demand to their archives. So you can always go in there, grab a video, you have a link for it, you can put it in pretty much any player on VR Chat's platform and it'll play like directly through there. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. The only issue is that if you're going to use VRCDN, you can't watch like Hulu, Paramount, you know, Netflix now. It'll show up on there if you cut off like your hardware enhancements on your browser, but VRCDN deploys a type of algorithm that runs these checks to see if you're watching any, you know, copyrighted material and stuff, and it'll flag you, and they'll suspend your account.
They'll shut you down.
24 hours.
They'll shut you down.
And 3 strikes, you are out. You know what I'm saying? So,
and we learned this the hard way.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
We were streaming a fight one night, and the fight was being streamed, and right in the middle of it got cut off. I was like, wow. I thought it was like a server issue and stuff.
Right.
No,
and the winner is
issue. All right.
Not us.
So once you get to the site and everything, you know, you can go over to you want to click on sign up with the Patreon. So you go into their Patreon, you will choose which tier works for you. You know what I'm saying? And once you get all of that set up, it'll guide you back over here to the VRCDN site to where you can start setting up your account. Let's see here.
I think it's live, right? You're going to click on live from this screen?
Yes. So when you come over here to the live screen, initially your username will be like one of your stream links, in your stream links and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So then it'll bring you over to this site. You have your server link at the top, which is the link that you will put in to your streaming software. Your stream key, it'll give you your stream key that as you see second, and then you'll be able to see how many people are viewing your stream no matter where they're at in the metaverse. So say for instance, you are streaming something and you have people in clubs in different worlds and stuff. If your link is in, you'll be able to come to the site and you'll be able to see how many users total that you have that's watching your particular stream. And then also you have the I think it's the RTSP link, I believe, not the RTMP, but the SP and the MPEG TS. So the RTSP link is the link that you'll put in for only PC players to see your link, and the MPEG TS link would be the link you put in for Quest users. But what we've discovered is that if you're using like the Pro TV player or anything of that sort, or other streamers, you can take that MPEG TS link and you can put it pretty much in any video player on VR Chat's platform. And if you're streaming, it'll stream through that link, no matter if you're PC, no matter if you're Quest.
Nice.
So,
all right.
Yep.
So that's basically it. Once they have this, they're good to go to connect.
Yeah. So this, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you do have other services you can use too. But when it comes to VRCDN, yes, you want that server link and you want that stream key. And those 2 links, the RTSP and the MPEG TS, those are your 4 main links that you're going to need.
Okay. So from there, do we head over to Prism, or are they ready to connect?
Yeah. Just trying to get that software set up, cuz. But you have to download it first, though.
Okay. So all
All
of
right.
these
So,
softwares to download them, it's free. But it's what you do with them
yes.
afterwards. Okay.
Yes. Yep. So we could, I guess, if we have any, we can go over to the other, I guess, the other video. I
Mm-hmm.
have to, but Blue, I'm gonna have to have you stop at certain portions and stuff so I can make, because it is a streaming video. So just stop at certain portions and I'll let them know which areas.
Okay. Did you mute?
Oh my God. Yo, Blue, run it back. Run it back, Blue. Run it back.
I'm like, did you mute? I'm not hearing you.
Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you so kindly. All right.
Speaking
So
of technical
once you
difficulties.
exactly, my thumb just be pressing on my controller and stuff, but I mute myself 80,000 times a
All
day.
the time.
Then plus when the kids get loud, you know what I'm saying? You want to click it and then you forget to, you know how that go. Okay. So you can either go into Google, so you can type in Prism Live, and it'll come back in your search, or you can just type in prismlive.com. It'll take you right to the site. You can download it either for PC, for Mac, or for your phone, but for tonight, we have it for Windows. Now, can you pause it for a second, Blue? Now, for anyone who knows about installing, because I don't go through the installation and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The installation is very simple. You just download it, you click on install, it'll ask you the language, and then you install. It's just that simple. All right, you can continue. And I love Prism, man. Prism is it's a very good software. Don't pay no attention to my cluttered desktop. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Like, oh my God, my OCD is dying right now.
I know y'all love that desktop. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big, massive puzzle. All right.
So bad.
So this is Prism, right? I have that not show again, so when it pops up. So there's a lot of different things to unpack here. So you can pause it real quick, please, before we go any further. All right. So on this screen, as you can see, it's if you're used to using OBS, for those of you that use OBS, you see there's not really a big difference from Prism to OBS, except for maybe some aesthetics of color and things of that nature. Plus you got a whole bunch of links over there on the right. We're not going to get into a lot of those links tonight, but you can while you're live, you can draw on the screen, you can put stickers on the screen, you can put notes to people that's in the world of happy birthday and happy anniversary. It's just a lot you can do. You can also set up your Prism Lens. Prism Lens is another third-party Prism Live software that you can link up that gives you different backgrounds for chroma keying and blurred out backgrounds, things like that. So you got your scenes down here. Your scenes, you can set up your scenes just like in OBS if you want to start up if you want to have like your initial stream come in, then you do your stream, then it will be right back. Scene, you can set all of that up over there in the scenes menu. And then your sources, whether you're streaming a window or you're streaming your a window or you're streaming the entire desktop, or if you want to do your Prism link, you can do them, your Prism Lens link, you can do it through there. Okay, Blue, let's continue. So now we're going to go into settings where you set up your settings, but prior to being able to access your settings, you have to create an account with Prism. You can do that either using your email address or Google or things of this nature, and it's going to be right there on that main page. I already have my account set up, so once you start using it, you'll just go in there, it'll say create an account. It's real self-explanatory, super, super easy. All right. Now, once you get all of that set up, before you can put any sources in here, you want to just set up a couple of different things if you have like some like a low end PC or something like that. All right. So as you see, my remote output, it is set on 1920 by 1080. Now your bit rate, you could take it down to 2500. Let's see, make sure you're basically, if you decide to use this video, you can go through this video and make sure that your settings are set with mine. Your video, as it streams, is 1280 by 720. You know, all of these settings, that if you have them in place, you'll be able to stream good. And I go to these settings and I stay on there just long enough for you to pause it, for you to be able to pause the video and put those settings in. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to explain like a lot of these, it's just, it's just.
And we will be sharing this with everyone. So we'll be sharing the video for everyone to get the settings.
And City and Anadi and all of them who was with us in training, whether like a year ago setting this up, they'll let you know this literally lasted like almost an hour and a half to show how to set this up. So if you go through this video, everything that you're supposed to have, you will see me change those settings. You will see me change it. And all you do is just pause it, line those settings up, and you will be good. You'll click apply and then you'll click OK. Now, once you click OK, it'll tell you that you need to restart Prism. So once you restart, it'll come back up to this screen, and then therefore you are ready to set up a channel. Now, if you see all of my channels up there, they're currently cut off, and you'll be able to tell that they're cut off if I go down to the right. I think I'll go to the right at some point. I think I'm going there now. Hold on one moment. Let's see. Come on, Mr. Kipp. Or did you? Oh, yours, boy, he don't know what he's doing. Like, what is this guy doing? Okay, so yeah, now we're there. So as you see, it's a yellow switch that's on, and they'll tell you in red that it's online. Now, if you have all of these cut on, and you start streaming, you'll stream to all of these channels. But be mindful if you have VRCDN cut on, if you're going to be streaming, once again, copyrighted material. In one moment, I'm going to show you how to set up a channel. So I'm going to wait for me to erase that channel there. So I'm going to reset it back up. I want to make sure that y'all can see my stream key, so I am copying that over to another screen. And I think I actually, Blue, make sure you make sure you go past that part if you see something pop up there, because I think I messed up at some point. All right, so at this point, you're going to go up to my channel, hit the three dots. You're going to go to add channels. So pause it right here real quick. Blue, can you pause it right here real quick? Okay, so on this channel right here, as you see, there are a lot of preset channels that's up in there. So, you can do Twitch, Kick, YouTube. It should be one up there for Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of preset channels up there. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to stream to Twitch, you want to stream to Instagram, you go through there, and it's going to send you through the web for authentication in order to set up those streams. So and that's super easy as well. All right, so you can continue, Blue, and you're going to see us add a custom channel, a custom RTMP channel. All right, so with this channel, we're going to select the drop down. We're going to go down to the user input, RTMP. We're going to select that. And now for the URL, I'm going to copy and paste VRCDN's URL. Now, this URL is is the same across the board for all of VRCDN users. It's the stream key that is unique that points them to the correct account. All right. So once you get your stream key, you put your stream key in. All right. And then you will name your channel. You can name your stream name. I don't know what I called it. I probably called it something weird. Like, yeah, VRCDN. Okay. Right. And then click save. And then up there in the top left, you'll see where the channel has been added. Up, go back there, guy. All right. There you go. Cuz it's like I'm talking to myself, streaming to myself, you know. All right. So once you have that cut on, you know what I'm saying, you're ready to stream. So at this point, all you need to do now is add a source. Mm-hmm. So down here in the source menu, I think we're about to add a source now. All right, so down here in this window, you're going to add a source. So there's a plus icon in the top right-hand corner of that box. You're going to click that. And it's going to give you a source. Can you pause it right here, Blue? Ooh, real quick. Oh, go back. If you can go back just a little bit for him and then pause that. I want them to be able to see those different type of sources. So if you can back the video up just a little bit, just a couple of seconds. Right there. So these are the different, all right, a little bit further. We'll go forward a little bit. Okay, yeah. We're good. Okay, so on this screen right here, you see that you have a lot of different sources to choose from of what you want to stream using Prism. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just regular captures, you want to stream just your browser. And Prism does come with its own browser that you can stream as well. I would not suggest using it because it's just not as good as using your own standard browser. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely suggest like display captures or the Prism Live, the Prism Lens, or a window capture. Okay. All right, there, Blue. You can hit play for me there, cuz. All right, so as we go on over to the next screen now, you can name it. Or you can name it whatever you want to name it and hit OK. And once you hit OK, you're going to have some options. It's going to give you an option to, if you have multiple displays, it's going to ask you which display you want to use. You know what I'm saying? So you can set up your different displays of what you're going to use, and then also your cursor capture. If you don't want the people to be able to see your cursor while you're streaming, you can turn the cursor off. All right. So I think I'm actually streaming my OBS screen. So yeah, so I used Prism. Well, I used OBS to record this for the other one. So once you come in, you're going to see that your screen is stretched out. So you're going to go right click on your screen. You're going to go to transform, and you're going to go down and select fit to screen, and it's going to fit your screen into that box. And at this point, you know what I'm saying, you're basically ready to stream. You know what I'm saying? First, you decide which window you want to use. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, if your stream is cut on the top and your links are set up, your stream key is in place, all you have to do at this point is hit start streaming. And you take your link that you have from your stream service, you go into your world, use your screen, and then plug in that link, and you should see everything load right up. Everything should come right up.
Nice.
And sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest with you, City. Sometimes it may take a couple of tries. You know what I'm saying, just to make sure you have everything set up. Mm-hmm. But it's real simple. Once you do it about maybe 2 or 3 times, it'll just become like second nature to it to set up your stream to get ready to stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're using VRCDN here. And, mm-hmm. to stream in, and we use Prism in conjunction with it. I know Blue's using Prism in order to show these slides right now.
Yes. All right. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Then also when you're in VR chat, if you're on PC, you will notice that you have your camera, you have something called a stream camera. When you use your stream camera takes over your main monitor. And if you have your streaming software or your recording software set up, then you could stream your VR chat content live either to, Facebook or, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
social media.
If you're using it like that. Exactly.
Well, thank you. This is very helpful.
Oh, got you. And if anybody wants this video, you might want to take a screenshot of this slide that's up here as well.
And we're also going to put it on Discord, and this video will be on YouTube and Spotify. But the slide from the slideshow will be in our Discord. So if you're on our Discord, you'll be able to access it with a live link to this as well.
Well, bam. You know me, I'm not that much of a talker, cuz.
No, this was perfect. I mean, it's something that a lot of people are already doing, but some people maybe just didn't know how. And especially if you're newer to the metaverse and you haven't actually streamed anything into a world or an event before, this is very helpful. So thank you for giving us this. I mean, I know that between you and DJ Marcus, you guys are the ones who taught me how to stream stuff into here. And, if you don't do it all the time, it can be a little bit challenging just because you forget what you have to click. So like Kipp said, you do it a few times, you're going to get used to it, but save this video and then you'll be able to go back and take a look at it and use it as a reference as well.
Well, bam. There you have it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with us. We appreciate it. And for any of you who are not following Kipp, you want to follow him on Instagram at Kipp VR. And if you have questions or you need to, you're interested in having Kipp maybe build worlds for you or anything like that, feel free to reach out to us. We can connect you. Definitely check out Sky Song. And the next the next season of the Sampler should be starting soon too, right?
In April, yes. The next season of the Sampler is coming in April, and I got yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Nice,
very nice,
very good. So thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to come and teach us this. We appreciate it.
You are so
Next
welcome.
week,
you are so welcome.
We actually have a really, one of the episodes we did last season, we're bringing back this season, which is Where Are They Now? And we're going to bring on some people that we've had on before to catch up with them. So we got Fiji Bang coming on. Nice. We got Boss Leo from the Diamond Resilience. We got Gala Giant, who does a lot over in Horizon Worlds. And we have James from Utopia VR coming on. And they've all been working on a lot of different projects. And they've also grown a lot within the metaverse. And they want to come and talk to us and tell us what they're doing right now and where you can find them and, what their goals are for the future. So join us next Monday night at 9 p.m. EST right here in VRC. And we'll talk with all four of them and get a little update on what they're doing right now. So thank you all for coming out tonight to be with us and learn with us and share with us. And thank you, Kipp, for coming out tonight and giving us your time. We appreciate you.
You are so welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, City. And thank you all, Crypto City people.
Thank you. And we'll see you all next week. Have a great week.
Y'all as well.
We're done.
And cut.
Cut.